Hi, I want to spend some time just now talking about giving, finances, and our finances. And I want to start off by saying thank you. A huge thank you for your passion for this church. And a huge thank you for your commitment to the vision of this church. And a thank you for your generosity in funding all the things that we're able to do at this moment in time. But I want to talk about a challenge that we have. And the challenge is this. Over the past few months and couple of years, you will know that we have managed to do some incredible things which have meant challenge as well as excitement. And so we've been able to plant a church in Oxgangs, which is just going great. And we've been able to replant a church in Stenhouse, which is beginning to flourish. And a Farsi speaking church in Edinburgh, which is just wonderful. And that has brought with it incredible excitement, incredible momentum, but also challenge and stretch. And the challenge and stretch has not just been relational and spiritual, it's also been financial. And we've known about that, and we've talked with many of you about that. But as we began to process through our budget, what we've discovered is that the giving hasn't risen to meet the budget that we all agreed. In the last 5 months, indeed, we find ourselves just over £35,000 short of where we need to be. And if it continues at the same rate, the deficit at the end of the year will be around £90,000. And that sounds an awful lot of money, and it is. And I don't say that to shock you, because I'm not worried about this, because God is in this. But I do want to say two things. First thing is this, that the elders and the senior team are totally committed to looking at every way that we can be wise stewards of what we have and not spend things that we don't need to spend in this season. In fact, we're committed to not increasing our budget beyond what it is right now for the next couple of years at least. But the second thing I want to say is we really need everyone to play in this. We really need everyone who says that they're all in to truly be all in. We want to make sure the operating budget, the money that we have to resource the vision that God has given to us, is there and available. We want to make sure that we can create the right environments where we can be family and we can follow Jesus and we can love Edinburgh. We want to make sure that things like our counselling service, which is so needed, can continue and flourish and grow. We want to make sure our missional communities can continue and flourish and grow, and our CAP ministry and our children's and youth and students and all the things that we're able to do that you love and that you would love to invest in. So as awkward as it is, and I hope you know that it is, and nobody wants to do this, but I have to ask you to look at your giving. The elders and I, over the past few months, asked the church family to consider upping their giving by 10%. And today I want to make that more personal and ask you to consider praying about your personal response to this need. Now, I know there's a huge danger in that, because some of you have already done that, and I'm not asking you to do it again. I'm not asking you to give above and beyond that. So please ignore this. I'm just so grateful for what you do. And others of you, you're not in a position where you can afford to do anything more, and that's okay as well. So you don't need to worry about it. But there are some of us that may well feel that God is calling us to invest in this way in His kingdom at this time. We want to be strong, so that in the right moment and the right time, we can go again, we can bless again, we can be generous again, we can plant again, we can bless the city again, because we're committed to loving Edinburgh, being family, and following Jesus. As part of the package of this communication, there is a letter. Some of the details of how you can respond positively to this are on that letter. I hope that you will read it. Thank you for your time.